Today we'll be doing a technical analysis using price action, and we'll be carrying it out on specifically on some currencies that you know are more of area of interest to us. Yeah, so my name remains Tunmise Olaoluwa. Okay. So yeah, a quick information for us to know before we dive deep into this conversation. So any opinion, news, research, price and analysis or information discussed on this webinar or linked to this presentation is provided as a general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. So a quick rundown about me. My name remains Tunmise Olaoluwa, and I have 7 years experience in the trading industry with a solid background in finance and quantitative research. My trading results have been consistently profitable across various strategies, and I trade price action, momentum, trends, and candlestick patterns, focusing strictly on 3 currencies: EURUSD, GBPUSD, and USD JPY. Now, what's today's agenda? We discuss on a top-down strategy, okay, on EURUSD currency pair, and then we check out on price movement on EURUSD and review currency suggested by the audience. So after reviewing EURUSD, you can always suggest your preferred currency, and then we have a review on it. So this session is going to last for 45 minutes, and you can always make use of our live chat on YouTube here to ask your questions during the webinar. All right, so I will periodically check the chat for questions and answer them. So now this strategy consists of analyzing historical price movement, leveraging and utilizing candlestick formation, chart pattern, and market structure. Then we ask ourselves, what kind of trader is it suitable for? One is suitable for position trader, suitable for intraday trader, is suitable for swing trader. Also, when can you use this? You can use this during high liquidity market, and also from time frames within 1 hour time frame to monthly time frame. So now let's dive deep into the live session. All right, so here we are using our Octa Trader app, and let's go to EURUSD. All right, so these are EURUSD chart. Okay, so here's our EURUSD chart. We just okay. So of course you can see we have a feature called space, and here it's telling us that EURUSD fundamental analysis. Euro is under pressure as the US housing market data exceeded expectation, which led to a quick sell-off on EURUSD. Okay, however we can see that EURUSD had got a quick bounce back. All right, yes, so today we'll be running the market analysis on EURUSD. Okay, and most importantly, I want us to map out key levels. All right, areas of key levels, key market structures on this. So now looking at EURUSD on the daily time frame. All right, now we would see here that there are some key levels. Let me take out this line so you can see. Okay, good. Now we would see here that there are some key levels on EURUSD. Now what are these key levels? So these key levels now we can see that they are. We can see one key level here. Okay, we can see another key level here. Okay, good. So this is some of the key levels we can. resistance zone. All right, good. So from here we can see how price has been. Let's look. Okay, so from here we can see how price has moved historically to that same level, in July 2023. Okay, and we saw that price was pushed back. It moved close in December, and we saw price was pushed back as well before there was now a continuous range below here. And as at 19th of August, we saw price pushed back up into this break out into this zone and push back up into the zone, into that all-time high level it created on July 2023, and came back to create to hit that same level in August 2024. And we saw that immediately it touched that level, there was a retracement. Okay, there was a retracement, right, or more like a pullback that happened on this chart. So we can see what, let's see. Okay, so we can see the pullback here. All right, good. So we can see the pullback that happened here. Now after which we saw that price now began to move upwards. Okay, so let me get so after the pullback, all right, a pullback happened here. Then after the pullback, we saw price, okay, we saw price now begin to move back upward. Upwards. Okay, good. Now what are we anticipating for price at this level here? Okay, at this level where price has touched the level, reversed back to the previous support zone, came back up again. All right, there is a higher likelihood here, okay, that price would push out further. There will be a breakout from this zone. Okay, there will be a breakout from this resistance zone at 1.12011. Okay, there will be a breakout of this zone and price would push further higher. Okay, we would see price pushing further higher into the key level, the next key resistance level. All right, good. Now when we now go down to the lower time frame, which is the 4 hours time frame. All right, when we go down to the 4 hours time frame, okay, let me get us on something. Yeah, so when we go back to the 4 hours time frame, now we can see clearly here that price has been ranging between these levels. Okay, so okay, good. So now when we look at this from, say, a monthly time frame, okay, this would give us a more broader and clearer view. Okay, good. So because from what we can see here now, we can already see that from the higher time frame, we can already see that EURUSD has broke out on a major resistance zone. On the higher time frame, on the monthly time frame now, we can see that EURUSD has break out on a major resistance zone. We can see it here. All right, see how EURUSD has broken out from a major resistance zone. Now breaking out from this zone makes it quite an interesting journey, okay, for EURUSD going forward. All right, for EURUSD to have broken out of this key level on the monthly time frame, because we can see here that this level has been building momentum for a while. Okay, so now there is a successful breakout. Let me zoom in so you can see clearly what I'm saying. Okay, so price came down here, went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, okay, went up again, and from this level has broken out. Now this only means one thing, right? This breakout from this higher time frame will lead to a buy momentum on EURUSD. Okay, a more buy momentum on EURUSD, and that can mean that our next target level would be this zone. Is the major zone, right? The major resistance zone. The resistance zone before it is the minor resistance zone, but does not make it insignificant. All right. Now this does not make it in this resistance zone. This major resistance zone, all right, does not make this first resistance zone insignificant. So what we might see here on the higher time frame is if price rallies up to this level, there will be a pullback, definitely. Okay, there's a higher probability that there will be a pullback from this level, okay, before there will now be a breakout and down to this level, okay, and then we would see a consolidation for a while here, where price will now decide if it's going to come down, crash down further, okay, as USD gain more strength, or keep going up as USD weakens. All right, so this is our outlook on the higher time frame. Now, because the market direction has changed from this breakout that happened here, all right, because when you look at something like this, though it's not similar by by charts, okay, in terms of chart pattern, but it's also important to take a clue from what we can see here, right? So we can see that this wedge pattern, okay, had a breakout on the resistance trend line, okay. After this breakout, what happened next? Price pushed up further, and we can see price rally up, okay. Like I said here, like we're going to see here, price broke through this resistance zone, then there was a reversal, and then price went back up to hit this resistance zone above here, okay, and then before pushing back down further. All right, now we can see the same thing playing out here. A breakout will then push price up to this level. Let me get okay. So a breakout will push price up to this level, and then we might see a what's it called, a downward momentum after it hits the resistance zone here, okay, or a continuous push up in price. So those are the two things we might see here. Now, who can tell me what chart pattern can we spot here from what I've indicated? What chart pattern can we spot in this level? Who can tell me what chart pattern? I need somebody to drop it in the chat. Okay, let's make this an interactive session. What chart pattern are you expecting? What chart pattern is this? Who can tell me? What chart pattern is this? Okay, I'm waiting. What chart pattern can you see here? Who is going first? Okay, so I'm waiting for the first person to answer me what chart pattern this is, all right, while I continue. So having seen market create this chart pattern, all right, and a breakout has occurred, all right, it has changed the market structure, okay, from bearish to bullish, all right, from bearish to bullish. Yes, I know it is triangle. What type of chart pattern is this triangle? What type of chart pattern is this triangle? Emmanuel Israel said bullish triangle. Alani said flag. Okay, all right. So this triangle chart pattern is called. Let me change the color to white. Okay, this triangle chart pattern is called ascending triangle. Okay, who have you gotten what I just typed out now? Ascending triangle. So if I'm asking you again, what kind of chart pattern can you see here? Who can now tell me what it is now? I want to know if you are following. Who can now tell me what type of chart pattern this is? Who can tell me? Israel is still mentioning bullish flag. Oh no. Okay, who can tell me? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? I've just mentioned it now, and it's even before you on the screen, just to know you are following. What type of chart pattern is this? Okay, so while I'm waiting for you to respond, so having seen a breakout from this resistance zone here, our expectation on the higher time frame is that what price would keep moving up. Yeah, Alani said ascending triangle. Perfect. That is it. Ascending triangle. All right, I'm glad, Emmanuel, you can now see it. It's ascending triangle. Why is it ascending triangle? Because, you know, look at this. When price keep touching up, the price keeps touching this resistance line on a single line, like almost similar straight line. Okay, so when you see a chart pattern where the price keeps touching this level, all right, and while touching the level and reversing back is creating a higher low, so which means that, you know, this low here is higher than the previous low, and this low here is higher than the previous low, and this low here is higher than the previous low. That is when you can call it an ascending triangle, right? And when it is consistently touching on a single line, okay, on the same level, all right, that is when you can call it an ascending triangle. All right, good. So let me get this out of the screen. Good. So now let's go down to lower time frames. All right, let's go down to lower time frames. Lower time frames like weekly time frame. Good. Now you can now see on the weekly time frame that we have interesting chart here. Now when you go down to the weekly time frame, do you know why we are going down to the weekly time frame? Now we are going down to the weekly time frame because the lower the time frame, the more clearer the information. Higher time frame gives us a broad scope of information, but the more we go deep into these lower time frames, we get to see what is almost happening in real time. All right, so the lower the time frame, the clearer the information that is coming in. All right, so here we can see that the information coming in here has already told us that what price is ascending, all right, and a breakout has happened here with a pullback. Okay, I've zoomed in now for us to see. Okay, so we can see, let me use this. So price came down here, went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, you know, the wave like pattern at which price moved. Okay, and now finally price had the opportunity to break out from this zone. It retested the already broken resistance turn support zone, and now what do you expect? Is a push up, the next push up in price. Okay, the next push up in price. So this is making so much sense right now. All right, making so much sense right now. So excuse me. Now, because I'm also monitoring this trade, okay, so it's quite interesting to me, and we're going to be taking it together. All right. So now we can see that, of course, it's now clear to us that a resistance zone has been broken. You know, using with the ascending triangle. All right. Good. So let's go down to the daily time frame now. Okay. So let's go down to the daily time frame. So here on the daily time frame, we can see how, you know, price retraced. Okay, after moving up, then we saw price retrace here. Then, you know, the resistance zone is now acting as a support, and we now see price has pushed up at this level. All right. So the next stop for price, like, is the next resistance zone. Okay, after the breakout, the next stop for price is the next resistance zone. So for intraday traders now, let's see what opportunity we can, you know, lock in on within few hours. So we can see what's going on here. All right. So let's see. Check out these levels. Okay. Observe that the low, the current low is higher than the previous low. The current low is higher than the previous low. All right. Good. And this is creating a momentum. All right. So this is how we might see the next, you know, bullish run up to this resistance zone. Okay. So this is very important for us to look into and you know, consider. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. So of course, the lower the time frame, all right, I said the more informations we are going to see and have. So, and the more volatile these informations will be. So we might see informations on the lower time frame reacting much quicker and faster than expected. All right, good. So if we look at this now, this information came in today when the news on housing data was released. You know, the market quickly, you know, went against euro. All right, went so low against euro, came to touch this level. Okay, came to touch this level, and then you can see the pushback in price. Okay, you can see the pushback in price. All right, so that is what we are looking at now, because earlier I already locked in from this, I think this level, you know, before price then pushed up you know, into profit zone. So now if you are looking to take opportunity here, all right, though the opportunity here for a short term is not so clear, all right, except you are looking for, you know, a long term that you are willing to hold for a day, okay, or more hours, all right, then you are looking to lock in on the analysis based on these breakouts that was seen. All right, but if you want to look it on based on the lower time frame, all right, so we might want to go lower, because from here now we are seeing that the informations are not clear. price consolidated within this zone, for a while, price is currently consolidating within that zone. Let me create this. Okay, good. So price is still consolidating within this zone. All right. Now, what gives us the assurance that price will still push up further? So here we are on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Now, what is going on in the lower time frames? We don't know. We need that information. All right. Because if we are looking to lock in on trades on a 1 hour time frame, then we need to look into the lower time frames to see what market is doing, to see what the data is saying. Now let's go down to 30 minutes. Now we're already seeing that, on the 30-minute time frame, okay, the bulls pushed up. There was a little retracement here, and the bulls are already taking over from this level. Let me get a smaller box here. Okay, good. As you can see, okay. Now let's go down to the 15-minute time frame to see if there's any opportunity that we can lock in on. All right. Now, from what we can see on the 15-minute time frame, now we can see that this previous candle had already closed, and we can see that the green candle is pushing up. All right. So what did I do now? I am buying at this level. All right. So let's place a buy at that level. All right. And say, okay, buy. All right. So we have placed the buy now. Okay. We have placed the buy on this trade based on our analysis here. Okay. Now, it's a short-term trade that we're looking to, bag in on a short trade. So where should be our exit point? All right. If the market goes against us, then our exit point should be 1.11259, which is the previous support zone. And if the trade goes in our favor, okay, if the trade goes in our favor, we just look at we just look at somewhere here or here. Okay, good. So let's lock in on that. So the first one we are locking in on, let me get the info. We are locking in on our stop loss level is 1.11259, and our take profit level is 1.14052. Okay, so now let's do this. So okay, so let's do this on we made a trade on a 15-minute time frame. Okay, expecting price to shoot up. All right, so let's go back and put in our stop loss and our take profit. So we come here, so okay, modify, add stop loss, add take profit. So here now we move our stop loss to 1.14. Let me look for that. 140. Okay, 5. Okay, let me do 1 point. All right. Okay, let's do it here, and then we move our take profit zone to 1 point. Okay, let me see. 1.40. Okay, I think we're good. Our stop loss should be 1.11. Okay, 1.11. Yes. All right. So confirm. Okay, good. So now, so here it's now clear to us. Now we now have our entry level and our exit level. All right. So if the trade goes against us, if the trade reverses and goes against us, then we'll be losing $20. But if the trade goes in our favor, we'll be gaining $91, dollars. All right. So and that's it. That makes it very interesting. Okay. So if you get what I just explained now, drop a comment in the chat box. Let me know you are following. As you can see, price is already reacting outside that's that box. Okay. Let me know if you are following in the comment section. Type I am following. I am following. I am following. I am following. I'm interested in knowing that you are following. Right. So if there's any currency that you want us to look into, please do well to drop it in the chat box now. Or you have a currency pair you want us to look into, drop it in the chat box now. If I see two persons suggest similar currency, I would pick it. All right. So let's go. Drop it in the chat box. What currency do you want me to review? What currency do you want me to review? If I get the reply faster, I'm gonna take two. If I don't get a reply faster, I'll take one. All right. Someone said, do you mean gold USD? All right, Terrence, please let me know. Do you mean gold USD? I didn't get that. Okay, if I get one more person who mentioned the same currency, then we'll take it. Okay. HOC Fashion says AUD CHF. If I get one more person voting for the same currency, and then we take it. All right, good. So I'm yet to see two people who have chosen one currency. All right, good. I'm yet to see two people who have chosen one currency. All right, in the absence of that opportunity, now let's go to analyze GBPUSD. Okay. So let's see GBPUSD. Okay, GBPUSD. Awesome. So for GBPUSD, let's go straight to the monthly time frame. Okay. Now for the monthly time frame here, did you notice anything on this chart? Okay. So, what is the overall market direction? Let's check out the overall market direction. These movements are becoming very, very interesting. So let's look at it now. The overall market direction here has been downtrend, alright? So we've looked at it, market has moved, down, and then here we have key levels that we are looking at. Here is the key level, alright? We also have a key level here. Now, when we look closely into these key levels, right? We would realize that this level of support, this level of resistance, where price had initially gone and was rejected. So you can see price came here, was rejected, went back, came up again, was rejected, went back, came up again, and finally broke out of that resistance zone. Okay. When we look at it from the trend line, okay, we can see how price has moved in wave-like pattern, all right, and has not broken out from this trend line in a while. However, in recent time, in the last 2 months, we had the first breakouts out of this trend line. Okay, and we can see that after the breakout of this trend line, price has been moving in a very fast pace, all right, in the upward direction. Okay, so now we can see that there was a breakout from that level. All right, good. Let's do this. Good. So what pattern can we see here? Who can tell me? I need someone to tell me. What pattern can we see? What pattern can we see? What pattern can we see? All right. What pattern can we see? Oh, I'm waiting for you, the first person to answer me. Okay. Awesome. Ascending triangle. All right. And from this ascending triangle now, we saw that price has broken out upwards from the ascending triangle. Now, when we go down to the lower time frames, like the weekly time frame here, okay, now it becomes more clearer to us what the market is currently doing. Now, what did I say are the features of an ascending triangle? I said one of the features of an ascending triangle is that there is always a lower high, okay, where the previous low is lower to the current low. All right, so this is a low, however this low is higher than this low. So when price is closing in this current price, is closing at a higher low than the previous low. Then price closes at another higher low than the previous low, and then price closes at another higher low, and on like that, while we have a breakout from that level. All right, and why that lower low, or let me say lower high rather, is being created. Okay, so while lower high is being created, we can see that price has been consistently touching, above that region, that level, that same resistance zone. Price has been trying to break out from it. All right, that validates it as a ascending triangle. All right, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I'm looking at it and I will answer your question. All right, okay, try as much as possible to make it in line with the conversation as well. So here we can see that the triangle has been broken, and the momentum for an uptrend is now set. All right, the momentum for an uptrend is now set. So our next target level would be this next support zone. Why would it be this next support zone? Because you can see that price has previously gotten to that same level before and reversed. So you can see it here. Let me just okay. Good. You can see that price has gone to this level before and was reversed. Price came to that same level and was reversed. Okay, and here we see that price has broken out of this zone, and most likely now there's higher probability that price is heading here. Okay, it's a higher probability that price is heading here. That's it. Okay, yeah, high probability that price is heading here. So now this is on the weekly time frame, and we can see what that is saying. All right, so price has broken out of this level now, and then we are heading up, we are heading above. All right, good. So let's go down to the lower time frame, like the daily time frame. If you have any question, please do well to ask in the chat box. Good. So clearly now we can see that price has finally broken out of this resistance zone, broke out of the resistance zone, and then of course there was a retest because for every breakout there are 80% chances of a pullback, and now we can see that a pullback had already occurred here, and price kept going back up after the pullback. This only says one thing, that the bullish momentum would, there's a high probability that the bullish momentum would carry down, would move price up to the next resistance zone, because this gap from here, let me clean up the chart. Yeah, okay. So because this gap from here, all right, has to be filled. Okay, this gap from here has to be filled. So of course we are at this level now, so it has to be filled up until this level. All right, and that's where we are. Okay, that's where we are as we speak. All right, as we speak. So let's go down to the lower time frame. This is the later time frame, so we go down to the 4 hours time frame. Now what's the 4 hours time frame saying? Okay, so from here it's clear to us that price had crossed a key level here. Okay, all right, price also crossed the key level here, retested and moved up. All right, so what we might see next is price breaking out of this next level, acting as a resistance zone. Okay, now let's go down to the 1 hour time frame to see what price is most likely doing. Good. So we can obviously see here now that price is taking after a long upside momentum, then there is a little retracement going on here. Okay, but this might not be the final picture if you are looking to catch in on locking on short-term opportunities. So from this 1 hour time frame, we're going to go down to the 30 minutes time frame. Good. Now looking at what is happening in the 30 minutes time frame now, it's also making it clear that momentum is currently still building up for a upside push up in price. Okay, so we can see how price got to this level, moved, reversed back a bit, retested, and then this is what we might be seeing next on this lower time frame. All right, good. So now let's go down to the 15 minutes. Okay, so of course we can already see that even on the 15 minutes that momentum is already building up at that level. All right, momentum is already building up at that level, so it's becoming very significant in the lower time frame. That this level is creating some upside momentum. Okay, some upside momentum on this level. So for me now, on this trade, I would be expecting two things before I would buy into this market. All right, I'll be expecting that this current price, or price after this level closes above this level. So when price closes above this level, let me get my okay. When price closes above this level, all right, that is when I will consider buying on this lower time frame though. Okay, so when price closes above this level, then I will consider buying this currency. Okay, good. Now if you got value from this session, please drop a comment in the comment section. All right, yeah, if you got value, please do well to drop a comment in the comment section. Most importantly, don't forget to tap on the subscribe button and smash on the notification bell. All right, I would love to call it a wrap here, but quickly, it's also important for us to take our risk management very seriously. So if you are looking to as you are getting started with trading as a newbie, first you need to practice with virtual money on a demo account. All right, and take your stop loss order seriously. Don't ignore using stop loss. Okay, and also trade with risk to reward ratio. All right, you are looking to risk 1%, and get a reward of 2% of every of your trading capital. All right, also trade with a smaller percentage per trade. So it's as simple as saying don't put all your eggs in one basket. All right, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your trade. Avoid over leveraging, avoid over trading. Opening like 10 trades at a time, is putting you at a risk of losing the account. All right, also have a trading plan and stick to it. Okay, have a trading plan and stick to it. That's very important. All right, keep up with the market news. Like the news that came up today moved a lot of things. I know a lot of persons might be stopped out because of their stop loss is close to their entry level and all. So you need to keep up with the news to know if it's a good time to trade or you have to wait for the outcome of the news to decide your direction in the market. All right, good. Now, one interesting thing you need to know is that our Octa trading app is available on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. All right, so when you get to, you can download it, and it gives you low spread, fast execution, zero commission, and it has various educational resources, 24/7 customer support, and also a strong commitment to funds and data security, so you have zero worries. All right, here is a promo code for you to double all your deposit. So if you are making a deposit of any amount, you get double of your deposit if you use my promo code Tunmise 100. Tunmise, TUNMISE 100. All right, now how do you take advantage of this? Number one, you open a trading app or visit our website. You go to your profile, find the promotional code in the section in the menu, enter the promo code and press activate. Make a deposit and enjoy your bonus. Interesting thing is this. Let me summarize our session of today. Number one is for you to understand that this is price action trading strategy, and it encompasses its components are suitable for traders and applicable in every scenario. All right, now this live chat was carried out by Octa FX, and it's for you to be educated, get more information about trading. Okay, now this is a key takeaway for you. Analyze your trading instrument to understand how they behave under various market conditions. Okay, review your actions and reflect on your decision. So if you take a trade, you want to understand why you made profit and why you made loss. And there are also educational resources you can equally leverage on. All right, like I mentioned earlier, keep up with the latest market news. If you want to give us any feedback, if you have any feedback, we value your feedback. Please do well to scan this QR code on the screen and give us your feedback. The survey takes just 1 minute. This feedback is very essential for us because it helps us to improve on our future webinar in order for us to serve you well. All right, so if there are things we need to do better, if there are areas of improvement, please do well to scan this QR code, and it will take less than 1 minute for you of your time, and you get it filled, and we get to know how to improve better. So thank you very much for joining this session, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye guys.